Hi, folks. Thanks for joining the webinar on driver training, sponsored by Protective Insurance. I am Amit Jain from Roadz. Our marketplace platform powers the Protective Insurance marketplace. Over the next half hour, you will hear how fleets are using driver training management systems to influence driver behavior, which ultimately results in improved fleet safety. So in terms of agenda today, first we'll have Harry Stork from Protective Insurance. He'll share some of his thoughts. Then Garrett Mcdonald from Infinit-I Workforce Solutions will present how their driver training system is helping fleets. Lastly, we will review the solution card on the Protective Insurance marketplace, followed by Q&A. So without further ado, Harry.
Thanks, Amit, and thank you everyone for joining today. This is the second of a continuing number of webinars that we will be hosting on a monthly basis, highlighting key partners that provide safety-focused solutions for clients that we insure. Today, we're fortunate to have our partner Infinit-I. Many of us know them maybe from a prior name of Vertical Alliance, who is a leading online driver safety training LMS platform focused for the heavy-duty trucking market. So we hope that you find today's webinar informative, and we encourage everyone to browse around the protective marketplace to learn more about Infinit-I and other powerful vendors that may have solutions that fit your needs to help improve safety. So with that, Garrett, we'll turn it over to you.
Great. Thank you very much, Harry. So like Harry mentioned, I am Garrett Mcdonald with Infinit-I Workforce Solutions. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships, so I've been fortunate enough to work with Amit and team and Harry as well. We are trucking's #1 platform for online safety training anytime, anywhere. Next slide, please. Excellent. So we've been in the industry, like Harry mentioned, you might know of us as Vertical Alliance Group as well, since '99. And while we do cover several different verticals, heavy duty trucking and class 7 and 8 really has been our bread and butter that whole time. So of course, technology has evolved over the years, but so have we. Long ago are those days of VHS tapes and training DVDs. These methods, of course, served us well in the past, but so did floppy disks and thumb drives. We make it very easy for you to train your drivers and track their results. We have over 1,500 companies who are our clients, with over 300,000 users that access our system. We work with companies of all sizes, from 1 truck up to more than 15,000. So many of our clients could be the same size as you. Our client renewal rate is over 90% year after year, and that really is the way that we measure our own success. So if we are helping our clients succeed, we get to keep working with them every year. And we do have clients in every single US state and covering all different markets. We are the most referred online training provider for the transportation industry and have noticed a shift in the last few years with training being taken more seriously and seeing the impacts outside of just the liability or the courtroom, whether that be through fuel savings or helping mitigate insurance increases, or also lowering maintenance costs too. So our clients have seen a 20% reduction of accidents. Some have even seen an 80% reduction of violations and 50% reduction of training costs by not having to bring those drivers into the terminal every single time. Successfully driving the right behaviors is the key to reducing those CSA violations and accidents. So driving the right behaviors is also going to be the answer to all facets of the business. That could be through policies and procedures or HR related compliance and company-wide safety like workers' comp issues. These three key areas of focus that our most successful clients use us for are really what drive the results through those behaviors. So first and probably most obvious is corrective action. So a lot of you are most likely already doing this without an LMS. However, adding an LMS to your safety culture will keep all of that training both consistent and then documented as well. The one that is probably most popular around here and our favorite is the ongoing awareness training. So because our videos are pretty short and to the point, they're about 3 to 7 minutes in length, you can easily assign 2 to 4 of those every single month without disrupting your workflow. So underwriters really like to see the reports showing that every single driver has completed 24 to 48 trainings per year. And then the last is remote orientation. So we had been doing that for about 8 years, but it really caught on in March of 2020. I'm sure you know why. And again, using an LMS makes your message more consistent. And then you can also assign any of these trainings before the driver ever comes in to actually pick up the keys to the truck. So that's how you can save a lot of money through the orientation process. Our system is available on any device that can access the internet. So whether that be laptop, a desktop, cell phone, smartphone, tablet, you name it, if it has the internet, it has our training. And then we also have apps on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. The future is cloud-based with digital libraries of industry-specific training content that is accessible at the touch of a button. So you could conveniently access this at your fingertips. There are other reasons, of course, that online training is becoming the option of choice to enhance your safety program. Today, more than ever, trucking companies are concerned with documented training records, presenting a consistent message, and ensuring that all of the staff are aware of any new information that impacts the daily operation. And we do, of course, understand that there will always be a need for personal engagement. We absolutely do not think that this should completely replace any in-person meetings, or in today's world might be more virtual meetings, but that face-to-face value is very important. So this is all made possible through our client success team. The client success team is really what separates us from the rest. They are the backbone of our business. Our library has over 1,000 videos in it, but if you have very specific content needs for your company and have some type of content, we can also upload that for you, have a test for your drivers on it, and then track all of that in your regular reporting as well. Here is a rather unfortunate incident of beer being spilled all over the road. So maybe a custom cargo securement video would have helped them out. Or for any of you Texans out there, you might have heard of the more recent example, which would be, I think, Sunday of last week. A rollover occurred in San Antonio carrying live bees. Would not have wanted to be there to clean that up. Excellent. So I'll move on to a few of our case studies that our current clients have experienced while using Infinit-I. As I'm sure all of you are more than well aware, suing trucking companies seems to be more prevalent than ever before. The number of verdicts has increased 50% on average, and according to a recent AFTRI study, roughly 75% of that time, it is not even the trucker's fault. So here's what happened to this particular client. They were in standstill traffic. The trucker accidentally let his foot off the brakes, bumped into the car ahead of him. There were no injuries and no damage. However, the four-wheeler driver still sued that trucking company. This is what Infinit-I did for our client. So So the company was asked to provide proof of safety training, which obviously we know how to do that. The driver no longer worked with this company, but all of the files were stored in the cloud for quick retrieval, because as all of you know, if you cannot produce that information, time is money. Plaintiff's attorney does not like that. We took all of the driver's records and gave logs to both attorneys. The acknowledgement on our site is equal to an e-signature. So all of this information is kept digitally. We also assigned those specific trainings to the attorneys just so that they could see the driver's user interface for themselves. This case ended up being settled out of court and did not even make it to trial. That same company, who was not our client at the time, had the same type of accident just a few years prior and had received a $30 million verdict for the same type of accident. So documenting your safety training is very, very important. Moving on to insurance claims. So this client was actually sent a letter at the end of 2019 from their insurance agent. The number of claims and the amount paid are both partially attributed to their avid use of Infinit-I. Of course, we obviously do not claim that we are the result of all of this, but we definitely played a part. For this company, that was an average reduction of $9,000 per year per truck, which is a 97% reduction in dollar amount of claims, just over 1 year of incorporating online safety training into their safety culture. So lastly, this client assigned our fuel savings module to their entire fleet, and the effect was improved miles per gallon by 2.5. So obviously here is a quick, easy little calculator for you. You could plug in your fleet size and see just how much savings you could get by assigning the fuel module to your drivers. And full disclosure, these are not guaranteed results, but we do see stuff like this all the time, that if there are specific parts of our clients' companies that they're challenged by, we can take a look at that for them and help them assess the right training for their needs, whether that be accidents or violations or fuel, etc. And there is my contact information right there. And then if anybody has any questions, I can help you out.
Thank you, Garrett. Let me switch over to the Protective Insurance Marketplace. So I just want to briefly show you how to navigate the marketplace and get to the Infinit-I solutions should you choose to explore more and find out more about how their solution works. So as you come to the Protective Insurance Marketplace, on the left side, you will see all the different categories of solutions that Protective Insurance is offering through their marketplace. You can navigate to any of the categories and the solutions and look at them. But for today's sake, we will go into the driver training category. And here you see Infinit-I Workforce Training Solution Card is in that category. Once you open the card, there's a short description up above, and then you'll see more details about the solution. They also have a carousel with some images just so you can see how companies are using it. And then a little bit about the company, but most importantly, there's this resource section down below on the right side that allows you to download some of their product spec sheets, some of their case studies that I think maybe Garrett even covered today. And then there's a white paper that for educational purposes that you may be able to download and review at your leisure. On the top, you see if you are interested in contacting them, you can click on this request info button. Once you do, there's few short questions you need to answer primarily about your company, and hit send. At that point, Infinit-I Workforce will receive notification that you are interested in talking to them, and they will reach out to you. For your benefit, there's also some pricing MSRP listed here. Obviously, Infinit-I workforce will negotiate the pricing for volume discounts and others. One thing worth noting is they are offering a special exclusive limited time offer where you do receive 1 year of unlimited advertising on their driver recruiting site, which they value at roughly $25,000. So something a few of you may be interested in, but that's as simple as that. You navigate to the solution card that you're interested in and can contact the solution provider directly to get additional information from their teams.
Yeah, Amit, I would just add one other thing, that for many of you all that are on the call today, you may be using Infinit-I now, and many of our clients have adopted their platform. So we highly recommend that if you're not using Infinit-I and you are interested in online driver training resources or other solutions they offer, they've been a phenomenal partner of Protective Insurance, and we highly recommend that you reach out to learn more.
Thank you, Harry. At this time, are there any questions? Please either put your questions into the chat box and I can basically have the person answer them, or you can raise your hand and I can unmute.
I have one question. For how long is the data retained in the cloud for driver training?
It is retained indefinitely for driver training. So it just needs to be pulled at the request of either our client or their attorney. And we have had instances where the plaintiff's attorney has actually asked for the information, but we do not do that unless subpoenaed or unless our client okays it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Any questions about the marketplace itself, how to navigate from anyone on the call?
Just one more thing that I would like to mention. Thank you, Amit, for talking about the recruiting advertisements. And then we also are offering a free 1-month trial to any protective insureds who are interested in our full Infinit-I system. So you could get the job postings for recruiting as well. But if you wanted to see the LMS side of that, that is 1 month of a free trial.
Thank you, Garrett. Folks, any other questions? I don't see anything in the chat box. Okay, then at this point, we'll conclude the webinar for today. Thank you all for joining it again and look forward to seeing you on the next one. This is going to be a monthly occurrence, usually third Thursday of every month. So looking forward to seeing you the next time. Thank you, folks. Have a great day.